You're in a high-stakes meeting. Your boss just threw you under the bus in front of everyone. Your heart's racing. Everyone's looking at you. What do? Most people panic. They stammer. They defend. They crumble. But there's a different type of person who doesn't flinch. Someone who sees through the chaos and responds with precision. Why? Because they understand the game. Today, we're exploring one of the most powerful quotes attributed to Machiavelli. When you understand the game, you don't panic. So what is the game? The game is the hidden structure beneath surface interactions. It's the real reason people do what they do. It's the chessboard that most people don't even realize they're standing on. When someone insults you in public, what's the game? They're positioning themselves above you in the social hierarchy. They're testing whether you'll accept a lower position or fight back. When your colleague takes credit for your work, what's the game? Resource acquisition, climbing the ladder. The theft isn't personal, it's strategic. Most people react to what's happening on the surface. They get angry at the insult. They feel betrayed by the colleague. And that's exactly why they panic. Because they're playing checkers while everyone else is playing chess. Why do most people panic? Because they operate on hope instead of understanding. They hope people will be fair. They hope hard work will be recognized. And when reality doesn't match their hopes, their entire framework collapses. Panic is what happens when your mental model of the world crashes into actual reality and shatters. Here's an example. You work hard on a project for 6 months. Then, in the final presentation, your manager presents it as their own idea. You're devastated, panicked. How could they do this? But someone who understands the game isn't surprised. They know credit flows upward unless you actively protect it. So they documented their contributions. They CC'd important emails. They made sure the right people knew their role. See the difference? One person is blindsided. The other was prepared. Machiavelli wasn't trying to make you cynical. He was trying to make you awake. He wrote about the world as it actually is, not as we wish it to be. Those who understand human nature, the patterns, the motivations, don't get blindsided by reality. Think about a chess grandmaster. When their opponent makes an aggressive move, do they panic? No. They've studied thousands of games. They recognize the pattern. They've already calculated 3 countermoves. Life works the same way. When you understand the patterns, you don't panic because you're never truly surprised. So how do you apply this? First, always ask, what game is being played here? Is this about status, resources, control? Once you know the game, the moves make sense. Second, study patterns. Watch how people operate. Not just what they say, but what they do. When someone is aggressive, what are they really after? When someone flatters you, what do they want? Third, control your emotional reactions. Panic destroys your ability to think strategically. Create space between stimulus and response. Take a breath. This is a pattern, not a catastrophe. But here's the deeper truth. Understanding the game isn't about becoming manipulative or cynical. It's about becoming conscious. When you understand the game, you don't panic. Not because you're cold, but because you see clearly. You see that most conflicts aren't personal, they're structural. Most attacks aren't about you, they're about the attacker's insecurity. Most chaos isn't random. This understanding gives you something incredibly valuable: composure. And composure is power. When everyone else is reacting emotionally, you're thinking strategically. When everyone else is being swept away, you're choosing your direction. So the next time you find yourself in a situation that would normally make you panic, pause. Ask yourself, what game is being played here? What patterns am I seeing? What are my strategic options? And then move with purpose instead of panic. Because when you understand the game, you don't just survive it, you play it masterfully. And that makes all the difference.